franktalks.com.
Let's see, who do we have on the line? John. Hi, John. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like to speak about the stigma of mental illness.
The stigma, yes.
Yes. See, the problem is most of us know nothing about mental illness.
You're right.
And I, including myself, believe me, I knew nothing about mental illness. And I think we have to put some kind of pressure, especially you people from the media, put pressure on government to do what Bell is doing. Clara Hughes and Bell are doing a fantastic job. I mean, governments and big companies can do exactly the same thing.
You're right.
By educating people, first we will save lives. We will save many sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers. And second, companies will save billions of dollars on every year on productivity.
That's
because
true.
they're losing billions of dollars right now because of mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
And you know better than I do. The more we speak about it, the more we know about it.
Of course.
And the more we know about it, the more lives we will save.
Yeah, and the more exactly, and knowledge is power always. When we can name something, we can treat it better. That's first of all. You know, I know a lot of people don't like labels, except that labels serve to direct us to the proper treatment.
Look, my son was working for one of the banks of Montreal.
Okay.
He felt in a very deep depression. And he left his work only because of the stigma.
Right. Instead of getting a stop work, like going to HR and saying, I'm sick and I need to stop working for a bit.
When I told him about it, just to give you an example, okay, I said, you know what? You have a sickness. It is a sickness of the brain.
That's right.
We have to accept it because what is mental illness? Mental illness is in our communication system, in our neurons. Something goes wrong, we don't know what, and
That's
voila,
right.
We have this disease.
Right.
And I offer my son therapy. Even the bank offered my son therapy.
Okay.
But my son refused it only because of that stigma.
Aww.
My son gave me many signs about his mental illness when he was at the age of 27, 25.
Okay.
He took his own life at the age 47.
Oh.
But you know what? Because I knew nothing about mental illness, I did absolutely nothing. If I knew what I know today about mental illness, my son would have been alive today.
No, hold on. So, you can't do that to yourself, okay? You cannot punish yourself for what happened. You can't blame yourself. There may have been nothing you could have done. That's something I want you to...
Even knowing, yeah.
Okay, even if you knew, even if you were well educated on it, even if you did everything possible, there are times, and I wrote an article about this, Understanding the Suicide Mind. I wrote an article, if you look it up, Frank Kermit, Understanding the Suicide Mind. You could have offered him all the help in the world. If he was not in a place to be able to accept it, there was nothing more you could do. Please stop punishing yourself. You've already been through enough. Your family's already been through enough. And beating yourself up like this is still taking your time and attention away from the people in your life who are still alive and are there to be with you and who do love you. I am so sorry that happened. My heart goes out to you for what happened, but it's not your fault, okay? It's not, I'm telling you, it's not your fault. Sometimes, no matter what we do to help someone we love, they're just in a place where they cannot be reached. And if you are just blaming yourself, that's the wrong approach to take. Remember your son for the things that you loved about him. Remember your son for his unique way of giving and contributing to the world, and celebrate that. Give your son's life that meaning, because right now the meaning you've attached to this is that it's your fault. It's not your fault. Find a way to celebrate your son's life.
John, we feel for you. Truly, truly, we're so sorry.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you for having the courage. And thank you for having the courage to share that with us.
Look, the more we speak about it, the more we will know about it.
Yes,
And,
you're absolutely right.
condemnation does not liberate; it oppresses.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely.
Well,
thank you
so
for
much.
such a powerful testimonial to us. Thank you so much, John. Take care. 514-800. If you'd like to call in, share some of your stories. It is Bell Let's Talk Day. It's a heavy topic. There's no question about it.
Very heavy
but
topic.
It needs to be talked about. Like John says, we need to do this more and more and more because it could save lives. More coming up next here on Passion.
This is Passion with Dr. Laurie Betito on News Talk Radio, CJAD 800.
If you need help with your relationships, my buddy Frank, he's got some tips. Just go to franktalks.com. His advice is better than your mom's. He knows what you're going through, 'cause Frank has been there too. So log on to franktalks.com. franktalks.com.